Hello Libra, thank you for joining me here. This is gonna be your mid-month reading for month of January 2020, and like I did last time, we are gonna be looking for what working against you, and that doesn't mean that it's something negative. It's just that whatever situation you are in and what kind of energy is hindering for you to get what you are actually desire within that situation. Okay, so we're gonna pull out 4 cards and we're gonna talk about what kind of energy is not really working for you right now. Okay, let's see. Two cards jumped out. I'll take this one. King of Pentacles in reverse, 2 of Pentacles this side, Two of Wands, 6 of Swords, King of Swords. So King of Pentacles and King of Swords. So the way this spread works is like this is what you desire, what you wanting, what's in at your heart space from this situation. These two are opposing energy, and this is your advice what you should do in order to balance this situation out. Okay, so with King of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like that you don't want to focus on whatever situation you are in. You don't want to focus on the nitty-gritty of the situation. You don't want to focus on right now. You don't want that kind of earthy energy right now. You don't want that kind of, like, let's do things like this gonna work for me. If I do this gonna give me stability or profit or those kind of things. I'm more earthy or grounded energy. You don't want that. That doesn't mean that you want chaos. Of course not. We have different element. We have earth, fire, air and water. Right now you're not focused on this earth element. And earth element, what is this about? It's about prosperous, it's about stability, it's about groundedness, like how we move within the 3D world. Right now I feel like your focus is more on your emotional side. Maybe there is something that within you that needs to be addressed before you can go for this King of Pentacles kind of stability, before you can build something solid out of nothing or out of very little. But in order to have that, you want to focus on more on your emotional stability, more on your emotional understanding of yourself. That's what I feel. That's where you are right now. So you are not, but I feel like like, because this is love and relationship kind of in a reading, but I feel like the person you are dealing with, they are more, I'm not gonna say materialistic, but they are more, they want answers. Sometimes we don't have answers. Sometimes, like, and right now I don't think you are looking for any solid answer to give them. You don't want that, because there is something bigger in your mind, which is you, which is your own emotional stability that you are looking for. So without having that, you cannot really give them an answer. And they are constantly, they are in a place, they see future with you, and because of that they are like constantly, like, I'm just gonna, like, if you are, they are always saying, what's the next, where are you going from now, what gonna be, what's our future like. They are more focused on future when you are more focused on present. Does that make sense? because Two of Wands is like something, and spear, holding a spear is all about material. So they are more focused on building materially with you, like maybe having a home or having a family together, those kind of tangible material achievement that they are looking for. And they are constantly nudging you, hey, what's going on? We are in a limbo. What's going on? Where are you gonna go to the next step? Where are you gonna move in with me? Or those kind of things. When you're gonna have our, when you're gonna, just lack of better example, when you're gonna make it things, this thing official, those kind of tangible thing that they are looking for, but you are not ready for this. Because not because you don't love them or anything. I feel like there is a bit better job right now on your plate, which is uh like focus on yourself rather than focusing on future right now. Future will come to you when you know that you are stable, when you know that you have yourself together. Right now you're focusing on yourself, while their focus is like how to build the future with you in a more tangible, more reasonable way. I'm gonna get a card for King of Pentacles. Why King of Pentacles is here? Five of Wands. Yeah, like Five of Wands, it's a productive energy, because look at this, all of them all of them want to break this, this beehive, or whatever that is. I think it's beehive. And but they are not seeing because they are blindfolded. And so their collective energy is getting wasted because everybody is aiming at different directions. So there is no harmony, there is no connection between their actions. So even though it's a teamwork, but it's become futile because it's not, the energy is not focused towards one particular goal. Even though they all want that, but there is no synchronicity between their action. So right now, that's why the King of Pentacles in reverse here, because I feel like with Five of Wands, you feel like no matter, even though you too wanna build something, you wanna have this kind of, wanna break this beehive, but right now your action, the way you are looking at the situation is different. They want something else, you want something else from this situation. So it creates more of a chaos rather than a collective collective positive output. And that right now, in order to really achieve something together which is going to be stable and harmonious, you need to open this kind of, bandana or whatever, the cloth on their eyes, and really see things for what they are, rather than being idealistic and feeling like, okay, I can do everything even though I cannot see. So see, there is one person who is like looking at them and looking at this, and he is smiling because he knows that in this way it's not going to be achieved. So you kind of understand that right now you need to focus on your own emotional state so that you can harmonize with your partner or the person you are connecting with before you actually take an action, before you can start even thinking about future or building. Is like right now you're in a pre-production kind of thing. Before you build, you need to think about that, what you are building and how we can build without causing conflict. So that's what you're focused on, and you realize that you cannot focus on too much of groundedness right now, because your groundedness lies within your self, which is emotion and sensitivity, which is real chaotic maybe right now. So you want to balance that out before you can actually do something which is tangible. Two of Pentacles. See why the Two of Pentacles is here. And the Two of Pentacles is here. Emperor. Yeah, like I said, they are, I'm not saying that they are really in a good energy, but there is lack of understanding between you two. Lack of understanding means you two are not on the same page, even though you want the same thing. They are emperor, so they have a lot of, they want to build, they want to do something, they want to be something, uh, they want to be an example of stability, they want to build, they want to be an example of wise and wisdom. But in order to, and they feel like that you are juggling too many things and you are not focused on one thing, particular thing, and you feel, they feel like that you are not invested enough. But that's not the case, because they are not understanding where you are coming from. So that causing a conflict within you, because you feel like, okay, I'm not saying that I'm not invested, but this is not the time for me. Before we go to the fifth floor, I need to go through one, two, third, fourth, those four, I need to go through these steps. Maybe they are already on the fifth floor and they are saying, hey, come on fifth floor, but they don't want you to go through this, previous, like this other floors that you need to cross, go through. So they are little bit there, and they are questioning your integrity, they are questioning your loyalty to them. And that's really stress you out, because it's not that you are not loyal, and you know that, but they are emperor, but they are really not seeing, because they are only focusing on the future, way ahead, onward. They are like very visionary, they are like, not like with two of wands also, they are looking at the horizon, but they are not looking that there is what's at their feet, by their feet, like whether there is a pebble, whether there is a mud, they need to cross that in order to go to the horizon. But they are not looking at that, they are, because they are fixed on the horizon, because they are being coming at as an emperor energy with two of pentacles, and they feel like that you are not invested enough, and that's really stressing you out, thinking about that. And you feel like, oh my god, if I constantly get this kind of stressed out, that I need to prove myself to show that I am invested, I can build future with you, but before that I need to do some of my own work, then it's not gonna, then you feel like, oh my god, I'm gonna be the responsible to um, for not make this connection work. But that's not the thing. They are not seeing you where you are, they are not seeing you the things they are like looking at the horizon all the time. And that's really not gonna work right now, because you need to do some work, and you understand that you need to, in order to be a king of pentacles, you need to go through certain kind of things, you need to clear some clutter, you need to harmonize the collective action, you need to harmonize, you need to make sure that you both are on the same page. But they are not looking at all these details, they are looking at the bigger picture, and they are kind of, that vision of bigger picture is stressing you out. Two of Wands. See, two of wands clarified by two of wands. Yeah, that's the thing, they are only looking at, look at this, how they really want this beginning, they really want this stability with you. That's why they are not seeing that their hands are tied, their legs are tied, but they can focus on this bird who can fly away and who can live, move in the world freely. They want that kind of freedom, they want that kind of stability, they want that kind of easiness with you. But they are not looking at the current scenario where they are. You know what I mean? They are not looking, they are not understanding that their situation right now, where they are right now, not only they, where you guys are, as a couple, as a partner, as a collective being. It's not gonna work for this bird to fly away and you guys fly with that, because right now your hands are tied, your feet are tied. Yeah, it can be something that can be achieved in near future, but there is some groundwork that's need to be done. but they are more focused on future than you are. But you are focused on present, which is beautiful. You know what's going on the ground. You know what needs to be happen. So and King of Swords is your advice. With King of Swords, I feel like it's also your card, Libra. King of Swords, I feel like you need to stand your truth. You need to be like, whatever truth you have right now, like your truth is, I need to clear the other things out. You need to stand with it. You need to be firm. Maybe that can upset them, but they will get over it. If they really understand, okay, initially maybe they feel like, okay, you are not invested, oh, you don't want that, they can accuse you for not being loyal and not being wanting the same. Maybe they can also accuse you, you led me in a wrong way, you led me believe that we can build something together, now you're backing up. All this kind of thing they can tell you. But here the advice is, you need to form your ground. You need to form your truth. Your truth is that we cannot go to the fifth floor until unless we go through this first, second, third, fourth floor. We cannot just jump, and that will not bring stability. You understand that, but they are more like optimistic and idealistic than you are. You are more present. So that's what the advice is. They're saying that please, do not let their ambition, their vision sweep you to make some kind of hasty and swift decision without being ready for it. That's the advice. And even if you have to be come across as a cold and little bit kind of firm and cold and dry, so that let it be. If that's the only way to handle this situation, that's the only way. Sometimes sweet word doesn't work, so we need to be cold and harsh maybe sometimes. If that's the way to get across your thought to other person, that's the way. If that's the desired way, no, but that's the necessary way to do it. I'm gonna get one card for King of Swords as well. Yeah, King of Swords layered with High Priestess. High Priestess is all about balancing and knowing. See the two tower, one is white, one is black. It's like a opposition, it's like a dialectic force. And how do you balance that? But going within, but listening to your own intuition, listening to your own self, listen to your own subconscious and unconscious mind. That's how you know that it's not going to work, because subconsciously you know that it's not going to work. If you just jump the gun right now, if you just start planning about future right now, it's not going to work. There is some kind of ground basic work that's need to be done first in order to go to the second layer, and you know that intuitively. And Spirit is telling that be firm with your intuition, be firm with your knowledge that you already have. Be firm. Do not doubt yourself that, oh, I can do it. Just because like sometimes we can spread ourselves too thin. We can feel like, okay, we can do it just because other person is so confident, and you feel like, I love them, they feel like we can do it. Yes, you can do it, but everybody, we have our own clock. Not everybody run with the same clock and same speed. Okay, this is maybe for time for them, but maybe it's not time for you. And you need to do some kind of inner work. You need to do some kind of focus on your emotional being, spiritual being first before you can build. And they will get over it. Trust me, they will get over it, because I can feel that there is a lot of love that they feel for you. I mean, more than love, they see a future with you. And if they really take that ambition seriously, they can wait while you are doing your work. Alright, Libra, this is all I got. Hope you get something out of it. And thank you so much for watching my videos, liking, sharing, subscribing. Whatever you do is beautiful. I just want to tell them that. Okay, alright, I will see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.